In the decades leading up to the Clone Wars and the ultimate end to the Galactic Republic, numerous Jedi could feel the rise of darkness spreading across the galaxy, a darkness that would threaten the stability of the galaxy and the existence of the Jedi. Although the Jedi High Council tried to suppress the fear that dark times were on the horizon, individual Jedi did try to develop solutions to such a problem, such as turning to the Chosen One prophecy for a way in which balance would be restored. Of course, the most well-known and important attempt to protect the Jedi and the Republic was taken by Jedi Master Sifo-Dyas, who commissioned the clone army upon Kamino to give his order a fighting chance in the coming conflict that would plunge the galaxy into chaos. However, there was another attempt to rescue the Jedi and the Republic from the coming darkness, which, unlike Sifo-Dyas' actions, had the potential to succeed and prevent the grand plan of the Sith undertaken by Darth Sidious. This was the plan of Jedi Master Jorus C'baoth, who attempted to build an army comprising not of non-force sensitive human clones, but of Jedi. In this video expose, I will explain why Jorus was the only Jedi who could have stopped Sidious, and describe his plan that would see a Jedi army become established within the unknown regions of the galaxy, ready to protect the Republic during the crisis that was unavoidable. Much like Sifo-Dyas, Jedi Master Jorus C'baoth saw dark times ahead for the galaxy. In particular, he saw a coming galaxy-wide conflict that would test and threaten both the Republic and the Jedi. In fact, as Jorus told Obi-Wan roughly 5 years before the outbreak of the Clone War, the time is coming when all Jedi will be forced to take up arms against a great threat to the Republic. I have foreseen it. Dark days are coming. But Jorus, unlike Sifo-Dyas, wasn't willing to trust the future of the Republic to an army of non-force sensitive clones. Instead, only an army consisting of Jedi could protect the Republic in its darkest hour. This conclusion was a result of Jorus's Jedi elitism, a belief that it was the Jedi alone who held the Republic together. While the Senate, and really the galaxy at large for Jorus, was filled with small-minded people, the Jedi, on the other hand, were natural leaders who should be given an opportunity to rule over the galaxy. Not just become Supreme Chancellor, as was accomplished by the Jedi in the centuries before the Ruusan Reformation, but rule as the authoritative voice of the galaxy. To achieve this authority, Jorus developed a plan that would bolster the dwindling number of Jedi within the Order and completely reinvigorate it to continue to serve as the true guardians of peace and justice within the galaxy. The plan evolved into a project known as Outbound Flight. The Outbound Flight project was conceived under the pretext of discovering new life forms and establishing colonies not just within the unknown regions of the galaxy, but through an expedition to the next closest galaxy as well. Ultimately, the project received backing from the Senate as well as Supreme Chancellor Palpatine, and Outbound Flight was established as an expeditionary project that would send 50,000 men, women, and children into the unknown regions, and then onward to the next galaxy, in order to locate extragalactic life. To perform this task, a starship consisting of a central fuselage surrounded by 6 Dreadnought-class heavy cruisers was constructed. However, Jorus had his own plans for the Outbound Flight project. In addition to the 50,000 colonists that were brought aboard Outbound Flight, he also ensured that 6 Jedi Masters, including himself, and 11 additional Jedi Knights were present aboard the expedition. But Jorus also hid his further efforts to bolster the true number of Force-sensitive individuals who would be present upon Outbound Flight. In addition to the 17 known Jedi from the Order aboard, Jorus also screened prospective colonists for the presence of Force-sensitive children who'd been passed over and denied acceptance into the Jedi Order due to being labeled as too old to begin their training. Ranging in age from 4 to 10, Jorus bolstered the number of Jedi candidates upon Outbound Flight by procuring 11 of these potential candidates, bringing the total number to 17 full-fledged Jedi and 11 children with the Force sensitivity required of a Jedi, but only denied training due to their advanced age. But Jorus didn't stop there in his desire to build an army of Jedi that could eventually reveal themselves in the future and save the Republic from the growing tide of darkness quickly spreading across the galaxy. From his screening of potential colonists for Force sensitivity, Jorus created an additional class of beings labeled as secondaries. Secondaries were individuals who were found to have a small amount of latent Force sensitivity, but too small for them to ever become fully established Jedi. However, the benefit of the secondaries was that they were the most likely individuals within the galaxy to produce Jedi offspring in the future. Therefore, Jorus' plan should be plain to see. He wanted to establish a warrior class of Jedi, fully trained for the coming war, that would hide out and expand their numbers in secret within the unknown regions of the galaxy. When the Republic needed a savior within its darkest hour, Jorus and his army of Jedi, which could number in the hundreds within only a few generations, could re-emerge back into the galaxy. Unlike the plan of Sifo-Dyas, this plan was completely unknown to Sidious, and had he not succeeded in destroying Outbound Flight, he would have been taken by surprise by the growing Jedi force outside of the reach of the known galaxy. Sidious' plan to destroy Outbound Flight wasn't motivated by the need to prevent Jorus' plan from coming into existence, but merely as an opportunity to kill the known 17 Jedi on board the starship, which would go a long way in dwindling the numbers of the Jedi even prior to the start of the Clone War. Fortunate enough to have recruited the help of Thrawn, then only an officer within the Chiss expansionary defense fleet, Sidious got his wish and Outbound Flight was destroyed, with Jorus C'baoth being killed. In my opinion, unlike the clone army that perfectly played into the hands of the Sith, Jorus' army of Jedi, hidden outside of the reach of the Republic, could have completely turned the tide and been enough to topple Sidious' galactic empire had it existed long enough for the army to have fully established itself. So there we have it, the only Jedi Master who could have truly stopped Sidious. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions? Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. Or perhaps follow us on Twitter at SW Reading Club for updates regarding the channel. Or support the channel through Patreon for access to exclusive hangouts and book discussions. If not for me... For even the best of plans having a few setbacks.